Alright guys, I'm bringing you all another OU match today. I think what I'm going to try and do is bring 3 matches with the same team, and then I'll completely mix the team up and bring some different stuff, keep it entertaining for y'all. But today I'm going to go ahead and my standard lead on this team is my Scarfed Infernape. I'm going to go for the U-turn on his Latios, which is going to do a really nice amount of damage. And here I'm predicting him to go for a special move, so I'll go into my specially defensive Road and Wash. Unfortunately, he does go for the Psyshock, which is going to do a nice chunk of damage, so I double out into my Greninja, predicting him to go for yet another Psyshock, and he's going to double out here into his Ferrothorn as I get off some neutral damage with Ice Beam. And here I'm just going to go ahead and U-turn out, keep up the offensive momentum. And right here, I'm going to go out into my Kofagrigus. Unfortunately, he does go for the Leech Seed. I was predicting him to go for something like a Power Whip, as he protects as I try and go for the Will-O-Wisp. And he's going to be gaining back a lot of health from that between leftovers and Leech Seed. Now he does go out into the Sylveon, and I do get the Will-O-Wisp off, which is nice for chip damage. Unfortunately, these things tend to run Heal Bell. We've seen that a lot on Showdown. Not so much on Wi-Fi, but on Showdown, a lot of Heal Bell. This is nice though, because I know in this matchup that my Road and Wash does outspeed the Sylveon, so I will be able to get a rest off, and I am Resto Chesto. As I'm going to get up back to full health, this is going to be a nice matchup here as that burn damage is slowly chipping away. I get a Hydro Pump off and it connects, which is really nice, but unfortunately he does end up going for the Heal Bell, so that chip damage isn't going to keep happening. I do get a Toxic off though. I do run Toxic on my Road and Wash, which is a bit unusual. And I'm going to go ahead and double out into my Infernape as I predict him to want to get that Wish off on the Latios. Now here was a bit of a strange move on my part. I guess I figured he would want to go, he saw me go for the U-turn before on the Latios, and I thought perhaps here he'd want to go into the Ferrothorn, and that way I would take Iron Barb's damage and not really get off a lot of damage. So I ended up going for the Flare Blitz. That was a bit of a misplay on my part. But my opponent does go for the Hidden Power, which is interesting. I have no idea what Hidden Power that was. But I do allow him to take me out with the Draco Meteor because I know he has Life Orb, and the Life Orb is going to take him out. Here I go on to my Mega Manectric as he goes down to his Talonflame, which is a really nice matchup for me because I know between resisting Brave Bird and the Intimidate that I will be able to take whatever he wants to throw my way. He does go out into the Ferrothorn here, which is nice because I'm going to go ahead and go for the Thunderbolt, which I was going on the Talonflame, and the Flamethrower, 4 times effective, is going to be able to take him out. Now here he goes out into what I know is going to be his Mega Absol, and I think he's going to go for some type of dark move, so I'll go out into my Terrakion to take it as I go for the close combat, and I am Scarfed, so I know I will outspeed this Road and Wash, and the Road and Wash is going to go down. So I'm kind of sitting in a nice position right here against my opponent as he goes out into the Mega Absol. Now I do switch out because I am fearing the Superpower coming my way as I go out into Mega Manectric, and the Superpower is coming my way. So now he's going to be at -2 attack, which is really nice. And so I can take anything with my Terrakion he wants to throw my way. But he does double out into Talonflame, which the Brave Bird would be problematic. So I get off the Intimidate with my Mega Manectric as he does end up going for the Bulk Up, which is really interesting. You don't see a lot of Bulk Up sets on Talonflame. At least that is certainly the least common, with support of Talonflame being the next most common, and then just Choice Banded Brave Bird Killer being the most common. Now here I am happy because I think between that Thunderbolt and the residual Brave Bird damage, it will knock him out. However, unfortunately, he does live with 8%, which is going to get really problematic and really stally because he's going to start going for Roost. So I went from sitting in a very good position to not such a good position with that Roost. But he is going to... my opponent's going to keep going for Roost as I go for the Shadow Ball. I'm trying to slowly dwindle my opponent down and get more of those special D-drops. Shadow Ball is going to do a nice little chip damage to Absol, and I'm just trying to chip away at his team at this point. He does go for the knockoff, which is going to do a ton of damage. But what's nice here, and what I predicted here, is since he attacked me, he's going to lose his Magic Bounce ability, which is going to allow me to burn this Mega Absol, which is very nice. Here, I'm going to predict him to go for Sucker Punch again as I go for the Pain Split. And then I'm going for Shadow Ball, just try and chip away at this Sylveon. Now here I misplay a little bit because I double out, trying to keep offensive momentum, expecting, and I'm also expecting an incoming Hyper Voice. That's why I switch out to my specially defensive wall. But he does go for the Heal Bell, which is so unfortunate because that Mega Absol being burned was so nice. And he is going to go back out into the Mega Absol, and here I'm forgetting that the Magic bounces back up, so I actually end up Toxicing myself. I'm going to double out into Tracheon, which is nice. I do carry the Poison Jab, but I'm figuring here, with the Talonflame being around, I can't really just go for Poison Jab. I need to go ahead and go for the Stone Edge, even though it risks missing. Stone Miss, as it's commonly called. And he is going to want to go for the Superpower against my Tracheon, which is nice because I'll be able to get the immunity with Cofagrigus. But he is going to knock him out. And the only good news about this is, again, why I let him knock me out is because he's going to lose his Magic Bounce. And unfortunately, my opponent is going to go ahead and run here. I think that was a bit unfortunate because the mind games were real that match, and there's a lot of good game to be played. But, you know, sometimes that happens on Showdown, guys. I've actually had a lot of problems where, you know, I'm having a good match and people just run. You know, I guess apparently they have something to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. I thought up until my opponent running, it was a really, really great match. A lot of mind games going on, a lot of strategy going on. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like or and a comment down below if y'all enjoyed. And have a good day, guys. Peace.